Yo, everybody, welcome back to another amazing G Fuel review. And today we have a very special box because I really enjoy the series a lot. There's a lot to this series, and what we're talking about is Castlevania. We're going to take a look at this awesome box and dive right into it. This is part of the Dominus collection, it says, which I'm pretty sure the Dominus collection is just like a main, like, ports of like the three main 3DS titles. Dawn of Sorrow and like maybe a couple other ones. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't play them. I'm kind of out of the 3DS era. But yeah, take a look at this one side on this box. So I don't know who any of these characters are. I do know the gist of Castlevania has always been just storming Dracula's castle and taking care of business on that front. So, and I'm assuming this is one of the Belmonts. It's usually a Belmont that is your main lead character. And yeah, so I don't know if these are characters from multiple different games from all of the different collections or what. Maybe drop down in the comments and let me know if you know about this game. And before we go any further, remember, if you like this sort of content and you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, follow up, and hit that bell notification. First up, the shaker. The shaker is coming in real nice. I like this. Now, it's very empty, correct. I like the translucentness. I've always liked clear shakers. I like the top, the color fades down into the red. I really like that. But it does seem a little empty, right? And there's a reason for that. Whole pack of stickers so you can put your own vinyl sticker thing on your cup. Now, I'm not 100% sure how this holds up over time because I actually throw my cups in the dishwasher. So, I will say with that notion, I'm not 100% sure if these would hold up in a dishwasher. I don't know what I'll actually do with these stickers, but what I know we'll do is take a look at them. One by one, here we go. Alright, so we have the tub. And again, some pretty fire art on the tub. I like that it's not super overpopulated with a bunch of figures, right? This is kind of simple. I like the simplicity of it. And then if you want to go ahead and take a look at the supplement facts, this one is the same as the old formula. This is not a 2.0 formula. I am definitely eager to see some of the flavors that they actually want to put out in the 2.0 formula. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this one. It's called Vampire Killer Guava Pineapple. And instantly, with that being said, I'm not a fan of guava, so I will be a little harsher on this. But I like pineapple, so let's get this bad boy cut open. Alright, it is open, and then we open and pop the top. And remember, your seal is supposed to be sealed. If it does not do this, send it back to G Fuel because you probably have powder everywhere. Crack the seal. Oh, that right there be why I'm not a big fan of guava. Oh, man, that smell. That's a smell, son. Guava has one of the worst smells I've ever smelled in G Fuel. I'm just going to be 100% honest. So the scoop was virtually on top. We have emptied it out. Let's go ahead and fill this bad boy up and then add it to our winter white shaker. And remember, scoop responsibly. Scoops to here, not to here. This is for 12 to 16 ounces, and this is for roughly 20 to 6, or 16 to 20, 20, 24, something like that. I usually do a little bit more just because I always put a lot of ice, and the volume of the ice as soon as it melts down, obviously, creates more water. So, over time, when stuff gets watered down, you're going to be like, oh, I wish I had a little bit more in there, right? So, There we are. Let's get this bad boy shaken up and we'll be right back. Yo, we are back. And we have an extremely vibrant red color. This is pretty sweet. I like the color of that already. I want to like this flavor. I really, really want to like this flavor. So let's pop the top. Smells good. The smell is completely transformed. Sometimes you get the same smell from tub to like liquid, and this has completely transformed into a completely different smell. That smells very good. All right, cheers, everyone. Definitely, I taste that guava. About like a 75% guava almost, I want to say. Absolutely, but there's nothing more refreshing. I almost don't care what flavor it is. Other than like maybe chili dogs, but like an ice cold G Fuel, like if this wasn't ice cold, this would be a completely different game. Am I right? Does anybody just pour it into like a bottle of warm water? You know, I like what they did with it though. Because even though I feel like it is mostly guava, I feel like at the same time the pineapple that actually adds to it is a very perfect amount of pineapple to change up the flavor and make that guava like... I'm a fan of it almost, right? Knowing like, hey, this is mostly guava at this point. We're just going to add a little bit of pineapple to it so that they think that they like guava. That's kind of what I'm feeling at this point. Hey, that right there's like that's a solid 8 out of 10. I would say that's almost an everyday drinker for real. And that's coming from somebody who don't really mess with guava all like that, right? Right? I think I've liked it in a couple other flavors, but it's usually mixed with multiple other flavors, right? But yeah, go ahead and make sure you pick you up this collector's box. This is a whole good collector's box from the cup. From the stickers, the tub, the artwork, all of this. This is great. This is great. If you do pick you up any of this, be sure to consider code KingMo at checkout to support a homie. I support those who support me. We do G Fuel giveaways almost every single month on Twitch. And as soon as you use a code, I go ahead and put you some free entries in there. That's one way of just getting entries, if anything. There's multiple ways. All you gotta do is just show up and support most of all. But yeah, definitely if you made it this far into the video, say guava pineapple down in the comments. And until next time, this has been your boy King Mo, your serving of Vampire Killer. And we are out. Peace. Stay hydrated, my friends.